The end of arithmetic ends at the derivation line. So if there is a surplus of equality, equality negates itself and becomes positive. This ratio between what is and isn't part of the equation separates and segregates the uniformity of the line and displaces it forward. So there usually isn't a derivative line. Usually the derivative line is where the line is. But when equality occurs, the line is adjunct and inferior to each dispelling of numerical value. So if there is a numerical line, it's subtracted and placed in the margin. So since this is the formation of geometry and how old geometry begins, the interior of the line is subtracted. So that's how you get a void from a subject, is that you subtract the base from the metric. The metric is the congressional unit. So if there's a congressional unit between a base and a value, the interior dimension of the line next to the displaced subtraction infers subjectivity through negation. So if negation happens twice under pi and basement, the sub sublation of positivity occurs as control and pound. So pound is the symbol for de facto, of course, but it doesn't cohere to the linear process of sigma. So if sigma is to be negated, the sigma of pound and subtraction are simulated as positivity. So under positivity, the absolute value of Pythagoras occurs, which would be the ratio between the, the radical 2 and the 3 of a line. So if there is two radicals, the simulation of matrix occurs, and that's the origin of trigonometry. So under matrix, the algebraic form of procedure happens as symptom and syntax to surely assured values. So if you ensure rates, the rates have to be ratioed under a circular cross. These cross sections are at each value within the equation, and under matrix, under autonomous negativity, which would be the delta. So under delta, there would be positive exchange and linguistic exchange, so that to symptomize the inheritance of first feature of a inborn, that would be to create for oneself the metric of proficiency. So there's a cross string for that, and a cross string proficiency would be to take matrix, make it sigma, and negate the rule of negativity. So under that, the geometric lines for programming. And programming informs calculus to subjugate it to each denomination that it occurs under, and that is the positivity of religion. And in which by religion informs consent through the inference of linear derivatives that control the apparatus of positive exchange under values that are inborn to procedural costs of surplus and demand, which would be value.